Okay, we're doing another smoothie. I am going to be working out in less than 30 minutes and I want to make sure I have enough nutrition. So once again, using some of my coffee, collagen peptides, I'm going to be using the Oikos protein yogurt, and then I'm not going to be using ice yet. I don't know if I'll need it, but I will be using frozen bananas. And these are from bananas that we had and started getting too ripe. We always slice those up and freeze them and use them in smoothies later. I also ended up adding half a scoop of this protein. It's really not my favorite flavor. My favorite flavor of the farm-fed, grass-fed whey protein isolate is going to be the strawberry one. But we have to use what we got, man. And it's not going to go to waste. But I already blended the smoothie. Going to pour it into the cup. And hopefully it doesn't taste completely horrible. Either way, I'm going to drink it because it's nutrition, y'all. It really is. Okay, I just had some. It's not atrocious. But I think the sourness of the yogurt makes it a little less pleasant. However, it was unflavored. It wasn't like a vanilla flavor. Also, I can taste a little bit of this more than I'd like, and that's why I only used half a scoop instead of a full scoop. So if y'all follow this recipe, I ain't liable for shit. I moved my rue plant a little bit further than exactly where it usually is in the front of my house because I wanted her to collect some sun and gather that tonali, that energy. So that's why she's out here. And to my knowledge, this is a female rue plant. There are male rue plants as well. So that's why I'm also saying she. And it's always felt like a she, because I'm also not going to be the type of person to tell you that if it's categorized as a male or female plant, then you must also categorize it as that. Yeah, I'm not going to police you on that. That's on you. Anyways, right now I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleanup. I'm not pruning because I don't want to prune until it's like around full moon time. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna lightly brush it, and whatever dry bits and pieces come off, I am going to collect. Okay, so the way that I do this is I kind of just run my fingers through her and I do like a light brushing, and whatever comes off in my hands is what I take, and that's how I do that. Okay, so this is what we've gathered that came with us. They're mainly dry parts because that's what's gonna come off when you do a light brushing. And this I use to burn, you know, as an offering or to cleanse with smoke. And this is what she looks like. She still has some dry pieces that weren't ready to come off quite yet, so I'm leaving those on. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually cut off a piece that I'm going to be using to do a barrida or sweep. And that is another way to do a spiritual cleansing. Okay, so we're back in my room. On my altar, I placed this little dish of the dry rue that I got from the brushing I did on her. It just seemed appropriate to put it on this altar because I will be using it during this time and I don't feel called to burn it right away. There's also some pieces that aren't fully dry, so I like the pieces to be completely dry before there's any burning. And these are the pieces that I was allowed to take from the rue plant to use for my personal sweep, which I will be doing sometime today. I don't think I'm going to record it, but eventually I would like to record it. It's not anything complicated at all. By any means, and it doesn't take a really long time. There's also variation of ways that you could do it. This is all stuff that I've learned from my studying curanderismo, which can also be referred to as Mesoamerican shamanism, but not all practitioners of curanderismo would categorize themselves under the title shaman. I thought I'd show you guys a little bit of my workspace. That's my laptop. That's why it looks like that. Just to show y'all, that's my laptop. And then these are the books that I'm working with right now in regards to herbal research. We have the Herbal Formularies for Health Professionals, Volume 3. So it's focusing on endocrinology, including the adrenal and thyroid systems, metabolic endocrinology, and the reproductive systems. So I'm not going to get into this, but this is one of them. Okay, then I have Infusions of Healing, a treasury of Mexican-American herbal remedies. It's another reference. And obviously this one has been referenced quite a bit, which is why it has a cajillion sticky notes outside of it. Right here we have the Modern Herbal Dispensatory, a medicine making guide. This one's obviously for knowledge on medicine making. There's a few things that have been highlighted that we've liked or that we're currently researching. Then there's also the Botanical Safety Handbook. This book is so fucking good. It is a chunker and it is heavy and it's got a shitload of information, but its information is so good. I can't say enough. I was working with chamomile a while back, and okay, just to give you an idea of what this can look like. Right here, Matricaria camomila. Pharmacological considerations, like for example, if you're lactating or you're pregnant, that information, adverse events, and then it references studies that it pulls those events from as well. And then we have a book that probably almost every witch owns, which is Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. I also like to use that as a reference. I've been using all of these books and then some other ones to create my own materia medica, as I mentioned previously. And then I have other books right here that I'm also using as reference, which include information from a folk perspective, from magical perspective, well, obviously, because you saw this one, and also from a scientific and more of an herbalist type of standpoint. And then there's this bad boy as well, the Medical Herbalism. Well, it's Medical Herbalism, the Science and Practice of Herbal Medicine. This one's also a gold mine, a treasure trove, if you will. And now I'm feeling like I should have just made this a herbal/plant medicine book review. I don't fucking know. Not the best at reviews, you guys. So doing this casual shit vlog style is what it's going to be for now. But yeah, this is another great book. It's also a chunker. It's really freaking heavy, but it is a treasure trove of information for sure. I'm about to season some chicken wings with black pepper, which is great for protection, and garlic, which tastes great on almost everything and is also amazing for protection. And we're going to be using extra virgin olive oil, which is not only protective, but an amazing healer as well. It's actually one of the only oils I was able to have, aside from coconut oil, when I was doing my 6-week repair and clear program. This is a salve that we have been testing for a while now. It's made with calendula oil, beeswax, and nettle infused oil. It also has clove essential oil and eucalyptus essential oil and menthol. So I'm going to be using this to rub my sister's neck and trap area. She had an incident a couple days back, but right now I'm going to go ahead and apply it to this area right here. And then this right here is because of the scraping that she did on herself, the gua sha. So it doesn't have a color per se. It's very natural looking. I just warmed the surface a little bit right now with my finger, which is why it looks a little moist. I'd also like to mention that I am not a massage therapist or trained like a massage therapist. I mainly use my own intuition and my knowledge of very amateur anatomy to find what it is that I feel needs to be fixed. And that's where I'm at right now.
doing this?
To rewrite history my way, with a little help from my Harry boyfriend.
She's dry humping her? What the fuck?
Spreading love to the world.
Spreading love to the world.